Good morning. This is Andrew from My Investors Place social network that's geared towards investors where we can interact, discuss issues, and learn from each other and network. What I'd like to talk about is just really, it's not one of the most pleasant thoughts, but after everything that's happening, it makes one really start to think. And my question is the federal government running out of money? And kind of what happened yesterday, there was a note from the Treasury Department about a new report called the Supplementary Financing Program. And it's an unbelievable, scary thought, because what it's really saying is that possibly the Fed doesn't have enough money. And what I read in Bloomberg, and again, I urge you to read and learn, and that's kind of why I made this site, is that you can read and learn and interact with other people. Actually, it was from Miller Tabaks, his chief bond strategist. And what he claimed is that a year ago, the Fed had about $800 billion in holdings. Now the problem is, he thinks that they're down to about $195 billion. So now you take that into context where they just gave AIG, how much? $85 billion. The FDIC has something like $54 billion, less the money that was given to the depositors for IndyMac. The government is running low on money. And really they have two choices. They can run the printing presses, which it seems that they're doing, or they can raise taxes. But they can raise taxes, but you can't, get blood from a stone. So really the market reacted yesterday with the idea that the Fed is going to run the presses, which is going to cause inflation. And that's kind of one of the reasons that we saw this massive run-up in gold. And really it was like, it's a red flag. And that the Fed will monetize the treasuries as time goes on as well. And the more the Fed monetizes, the more there's going to be inflation. You thought we had a commodity run prior, we might have even a greater commodity run. Gold, again, yesterday bounced, jumped, whatever you want to call it, 11%. Last I looked, it was up 3% this morning. And what else is going to happen here as all this is happening, even though on the short run, that interest rates on the short-term paper is so low, it's ridiculous, but interest rates on T-paper is going to rise as this continues. And the government, as I said in some of my other videos, is running a larger and larger deficit. And if they can't get more tax receipts, the only thing they can do is run the printing presses and monetize new treasuries. And the truth of the matter is, this is extremely, extremely complicated, because we're at a point in our lives that we've never seen. I mean, I'm 45 years old. I've never seen something like this. And it hasn't happened 73, 74, 87. I mean, we're dealing in very, very complicated times. And really the fact of the matter is, in these kind of times, one really needs to be informed. They need to read. They need to discuss with other people, like-minded people, smart people. And again, that's what gave me the idea to do this social network, that I can learn myself. We're always learning. And if we don't think we're learning, then guess what? You're 6 feet underground. But in these times, I mean, really what the point is, and I've said it many times also, diversification is the key here. And we don't know what will happen. The idea is to have a plan, stick with a plan, and surround yourself with very smart people. Again, this is Andrew. I urge you to join our social network for investors. It's called My Investors Place, where you can meet other investors. You can read really interesting articles. We put some videos on there. You can pose your questions in the forum. The truth of the matter is, we're just starting. We're looking for members. We want you to join. I'm here. I'm able to answer your questions as best I can. If I don't know the answer, I'll try to find the answer for you. Again, this is Andrew from myinvestorplace.com. Thank you and have a wonderful day.